concern here is that corporate policy requires full transparency and that no conflicts of interest arise.
Wait, that makes no sense.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Finance with Flo, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the harsh truths about layoffs in 2025. So I've compiled together a few videos of ex-employees giving out their layoff stories and experiences, but before that, really quick, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and stay tuned to the end of the video to hear my thoughts and opinions.
Caroline, we have to let you go. We found out that you have 3 jobs.
Yeah, so I do have 3 jobs, but everything's fine because I attend all my Zoom meetings.
The main concern here is that corporate policy requires full transparency and that no conflicts of interest arise.
Wait, that makes no sense. I am very organized. I take all of my notes. It's on minutes, so everything's very organized and I never miss a deadline.
I understand you're juggling a lot, Caroline, but it's a matter of company policy and the expectations we have for commitment. It's not just about attendance, but also about transparency and trust.
I'm able to attend everything and I have all my notes. That's proof that I can juggle everything.
We have to consider the bigger picture. It's not just about the meetings, but also about maintaining trust and avoiding conflicts of interest.
Okay, but my other jobs literally don't have any conflict of interest with this job I have currently. I need to talk to someone else about this because I don't think this is fair at all.
You're welcome to speak with HR or even higher management to review the situation.
She got fired. I'm recording this like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, however long it took me to get home after it happened. Don't know when it'll hit home, and I'm sure I'll make peace with it. And in the long run, I'll probably be grateful for it. But right now, it sucks, bro. To do a job, to be in a career field for, I don't know, 10 plus years, however long it's been, and at the same place for 8 years. Oh, by the way, next week is my 8-year anniversary. So, yeah, longest I've ever worked anywhere. Maybe it was too long, I don't know. I guess I thought I was just a little bit more valuable than that. I guess I thought I could disagree. I guess I thought we were all humans. And I guess I thought we could all have an opinion. And much like a lot of things in this world, just because your opinion differs from the feelings of others, you're the worst person ever. Or they hate you for it. Or they fire you for it. I've got so many thoughts. It sucks right now. It hurts. Can't wait.
Today is July 21st, 2025. It should be my 1-year anniversary at the job that I got laid off at 58 days later. Let's talk about it. If you've watched my stuff before, you know that I was laid off twice in a span of 4 months last year. And today was my start date for the second one that I got laid off then very soon after in September. I was really excited about this job. I was so lucky to have landed something like a month after getting laid off and being able to start so soon. It was remote. It was like 50% bump in salary. It was like a senior level role. So I was moving up in the world. I moved to LA, signed a very expensive lease, and then got laid off very shortly after, 58 days after starting to be exact. And it's just really funny to think about like what my life has looked like the last 10 months and like what it would have looked like. There's pros and cons to both. In a way, I'm like both grateful and like sad about it because obviously who doesn't want like a nice paying job, a cushy, benefit package and all of the things. But I also think too, all of the side hustles and like the ups and downs of the last 10 months. And while I'm still on the job search, I have been able to do so much in the last 10 months. It's been a whirlwind. Like I have done Uber Eats. I was a personal assistant. I have done all of the different things. And While some more glamorous than not, like I get to create cool content for cool brands, and I've gotten to meet some really cool people. I learned so much in these 10 months that I don't think I would have learned just working the same job for the last year and kind of going through the same motion on a daily basis. And I don't know, I just think it's funny. I woke up today and I was like, oh my God, it's July 21st. And I'm getting ready for some calls for some contract work that I do. And then I'm going down to OC because I'm doing contract work with a really cool agency. We're having like an office day, and it's like the first time I've ever had like work friends. I've always worked with like older people or just like people in very different stages of life or remotely. And so it's kind of fun, even though it's not full time. I feel like I have like work friends, like we're always texting. We do office days at the founder's house. We shoot content together for different clients, and it's just been so fun. And while by no means is it the cushy 6-figure salary that I would have been making at this tech job that I thought I would be at this point, it's been really cool. It's been super exciting. And I think posting about it has led to some really fun connections and new friends that I've made as well. I don't know. It's just funny. Like I still definitely would love to have a 9-to-5. I'm someone that I want to enjoy the work that I do, but I also kind of work to live at the same time. I love to have that cushy salary and like benefits and PTO and all the things. Now I work like 7 days a week doing whatever it is, and there's no days off. For instance, I'm going home to Minnesota for some weddings and bachelorette parties here soon. I'll be gone for like 18 days, and during those 18 days, like half of my income that I'm usually making now, like I won't be able to do. Some of it I can do online, like the freelance work and things like that. But others, like the dog sitting, which like makes me like $2 to $3 grand a month at least, I won't be able to dog sit. Obviously, I'll be home in Minnesota. So there's like things like that. Like I don't really truly get any PTO. I don't get any benefits. I pay for insurance like out of pocket. Some weeks are slower, some weeks are busier. And so what I make every month is just kind of up to me, and like payment dates and things like that are not consistent with like a regular paycheck on payroll. I love it. I think I'm having so much more fun doing what I'm doing and experiencing so many cool things now because of it. It's just funny to think where I could be. And I think I'd be happy either way. The last 10 months has given me experiences and introduced me to people that I never would have. I'm grateful for that. And so I know I make TikToks on here being all self-deprecating and sad. And there are days where I'm just sad and like feel down about myself. And then there's days where I'm like, holy shit, like my life is so fun. I know I'm usually negative Nelly, but this is your sign that if you've been laid off, if you're in the job hunt, like keep grinding, keep going. Like posting about it has given me a new network. My dog walking like gigs have given me a new network. Like so many experiences that I wouldn't have experienced. And I feel like I'm living the true like LA life. Although every day is kind of up in the air and what it's going to be and how I'm going to pay my bills. I'm having so much fun. I'm still on the job search, but this is your sign to like make the most of it. Love you, brokies. We got this. More to come.
Watch me as I pack my desk after just getting laid off after 10 years. That sentence doesn't make sense. After just getting laid off after working here for 10 years. That's good enough. I have 10 years worth of shit on this desk. Maybe I should have taken the box that they offered me. I'm taking my laptop case because this is mine. Even though I don't have a laptop at home that this fits. And my keyboard. Oh my god, I have so much shit. Jesus Christ. So much stuff. Fucking curling irons. I have curling irons in here. Fucking tuna fish. I'm gonna need a fucking U-Haul. Can't forget my skibbity toilet. I was going to leave that plant, but that plant was given to me by my ex-boss's wife. He passed away unexpectedly, and she left it to me because I used to always take care of it. And I can't leave it. I have to take it. Why do I have so many cans of tuna? I didn't realize my tea kettle still had water in it. Oops. So I'll just put that like that. I packed it up and threw it on that chair. I'm done. This is like, I don't know. There's nothing else really. There's my laptop, cell phone. I think I grabbed everything that's important. That body lotion could stay there. I didn't really care for it. After 10 years, I'm out. There you go, buddy. I want to document how I feel, but I'm just kind of numb right now. I'm a person that when a problem comes up, I go into like immediate problem solving mode. So I'm kind of numb. It hasn't quite hit me yet. I don't think it's hit me yet. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm very much, I accept it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do is take care of myself. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. I just just have to accept it and then figure out where I'm gonna go from here. I got 2 months pay, and then I'm eligible, they say, for unemployment because it wasn't a performance thing, it was a restructuring thing, blah blah blah. And now I don't know how I feel. I'm still kind of in shock. I'm hurt. I feel hurt, but like, I don't know, like, this is, in my mind, it's like, this is just one of those things that happen in life, you know? Life is full of ups and downs, and I've had so many ups and downs, and I always bounce back. One thing I've learned is to not give up. Like, just keep going. Just keep going. Maybe I'm just being stupidly optimistic right now. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But I'm a survivor. I'll work multiple goddamn jobs if I have to, because that's just the person that I am. The one good thing about having been someone that's come from literally nothing, who's been homeless, who has lost everything, having been someone like that is knowing that I can do it again. I have done it. I built my life up from literally nothing. I'm a fighter. I'm a fucking fighter. I will go down fighting at all times. One thing I will say that I think I mentioned it while I was attempting to pack up my fucking desk, is that I haven't been happy there for such a long time. I was bored, basically. I've mentioned it before. I was bored. I wanted to be challenged, and I asked for years, like, I want to learn how to do more, and nothing. I got nothing. Like, how do you get rid of an employee who's begging to do more, like begging to learn more, who's smart? I don't know. That's okay. It's just really frustrating in that sense, because it's like, it's frustrating to not have been able to fulfill my potential. Maybe I should have been more. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do maybe the shoulda, woulda, coulda. This is the situation that I find myself in at this moment, and from here on out, we'll figure it out, you know? But it's just really annoying.
Hey everybody, so got an update for y'all. Here it is, because it was kind of funny to me, but I was prepared. So yeah, I don't want nobody to be sad for me or anything like that, because it don't stop. Well, they let me work for almost 60% of my shift. Then I got the message to come to a meeting. So I was 2 supervisors. One is mine, one is not. I already knew what was up. So they let me go because I chose to be bedside with my child who is hospitalized. Okay. And how do I put this? This is why I advocate for literally everybody to be in that mindset to work for your fucking self. Because that job really don't give 2 shits about you. They don't care. They don't care if you got a child that's sick. They don't care if somebody died. They don't give a fuck. They damn sure don't give a fuck about your mental health. They just don't care. Unless you work for like a family-owned company where they actually treat you like family and they understand. But these top corporations, all that, baby, you're just a number. You just in your employee ID. They don't give a fuck. I used it for what I needed to use it for. I got my HSG done. I got lab work done. I was able to see OB. I got my checkup done. I got my teeth fixed. I got my gums cleaned. Everything that I needed to do. I got no glasses. Like, the list go on. Everything that I needed to get done, baby, it got done. So, thanks, but no thanks. So, yeah, I will update y'all tomorrow as far as my journey. Right now, IVF is still on the board. Because, like I said, my man, he said, yeah, fuck them. So, yeah, that's all. Bye, y'all. Let me go box up they shit.
I got laid off my job, y'all. Now, being how personal this is, I was not going to talk about it, but I seen so many others impacted online, so I got to tell my story. And I've been working IT for over 15 years. I transitioned from UPS over to this company because I thought it was a fresh opportunity on the restaurant technology side of IT. And the reason why I need to tell my story, because just something just seems off about it. I was the only one of us on the team, and just the way that the entire layoff was handled was a little bit sketchy. So I got laid off on July 21st on that Monday. Didn't even get to start work. I got called into a meeting as soon as the workday started. The way that the meeting went was pretty much, hey, we need to restructure. It's strictly a financial decision, and your particular position has been chosen to be eliminated. Now, mind you, I'm the only one of me on the entire team. Actually, it's probably, I think, 2 of us in the entire company. But they bring in a new guy a couple weeks before who does the same thing that I essentially do, minus building menus, but he comes in with a different position name. So this threw me completely off because, mind you, I have no reason to believe that my position is in any danger. None whatsoever. Like, minus a little bit of coldness, the past, I would say, like, year from my CIO. But as far as, like, my other team members, everything was straight for the most part. Like, I looked at them guys as my brothers, so I thought. I even worked on my cousin's funeral day 2 days before because I didn't want to take bereavement time. Now, of course, I still ended up going to my cousin's funeral, but that's how dedicated I was to the team. I didn't ask for bereavement time. I literally worked, jumped in our everyday Monday meeting, and then I cut out for the funeral a couple hours after and was even checking in on work throughout that day. So when I tell y'all that this layoff completely came out of left field, I was bamboozled when I got called into that meeting. There was no empathy in the meeting at all, none whatsoever. It was pretty much from him just, hey, you know what? This is a financial decision. It's just business. And that was it. I was immediately locked out of all systems, couldn't get into email or anything anymore like that. And then there was no type of follow-up after to ensure that I was okay. Now, this is where it starts to get tricky at. So I was promised 3 weeks of severance, a payout for my vacation time, but 2 weeks went by and I heard nothing from HR. So mind y'all, once again, I was laid off on July 21st. I sent them an email on Friday, August the 1st, didn't get a response. And then on Monday, August the 3rd, I sent them another email and finally got a response. So to say that they don't have their shit together is the very least. One of the HR representatives that emailed me back didn't even know what the hell was going on. Now, mind you, I still have the company equipment in my possession. I got everything because the company is 100% remote. I'm here in Nevada. I didn't get anything. Now, also, the way that I was paid out. So when you get laid off, I'm pretty sure, based on whatever state you're in, I'm in Nevada, that you're supposed to be paid out at a particular time. So the week that I worked before, I got paid out like the following week as if I was a regular employee. And then for that Monday that I worked, the day that I was laid off, I got paid for that Monday the week after. So I didn't essentially get a last check. I didn't get paid out for my PTO. Mind you, today is what? August the 12th? I still haven't been paid. Now, I'm telling my story because I've been on a whirlwind trying to find the right attorney to help me out. Now, I did speak with one who read over the severance agreement and determined that the severance agreement was kind of fair, but he just couldn't understand why the Virginia statutory laws were on the paperwork when I live in the state of Nevada. Now, let me backtrack a little bit so I can finish telling the story. So last week when I sent out that second email on August 3rd, I finally got a response. Now, they ended up sending me out a severance agreement that wasn't right. And then also, I filed for unemployment here in the state of Nevada and was denied because there was no actual history of me working since 2022 when I left UPS. So the company could possibly be based out of Florida. They could possibly be based out of Pennsylvania. So I filed unemployment in the state of Florida as well, the state of Pennsylvania, and got denied for both of those as well. So at the moment, HR is currently scrambling and scraping, trying to get this figured out so that I can get unemployment, but I just don't know which state is going to be. And mind you, I talked about my vacation time. I still haven't been paid out my vacation time, and it's been, 3 weeks? Something ain't right. So essentially, I'm sharing my story with y'all to see if any of y'all out there have dealt with a similar situation and what you did. Because like I said, I did contact an attorney to go over the severance paperwork. I got a little bit of guidance from him as far as what could possibly be done. But, it was a lot of talk of, $245 an hour and this, and it might be hard to find a contingency lawyer. So if anybody out there sees this video and you got any advice, please drop it in the comments.
Let's talk about what's really happening right now. People are losing everything overnight. Their jobs, their homes, their peace of mind, and nobody's really talking about the truth behind these layoffs. Every single day another company announces cost cutting, restructuring, or budget adjustment. But behind these fancy words, real people are getting destroyed. You wake up one morning thinking your job is safe, and by afternoon you're logged out of your work email. Your access is denied, and a cold hard HR email says, "We regret to inform you." That's how fast life changes. One day you're working and planning your future, and the next you're wondering how you're going to pay your rent. Companies call it business, but for workers it's heartbreak. Years of loyalty mean nothing. People are getting laid off through automated emails or short Zoom calls. Some don't even get a goodbye from their team. It's like they never really existed. And let's be honest, it's not just losing the paycheck, it's losing your identity. For many, their job was a part of who they were. They spent years giving everything, time, energy, weekends, and even their health, and now gone just like that. What hurts the most is how quickly everyone moves on. The company posts on social media about new beginnings and investors smile. The management gets bonuses for cutting costs. Meanwhile, the people who built the companies are at home crying, trying to figure out how they're going to tell their kids. It's not just about the money, it's about the mental crash that comes after. The anxiety, the sleepless nights, the feeling of worthlessness. You start to question yourself. Was I not good enough? But the truth is, it's not you, it's the system. Companies care more about profits than people. I've seen people who gave everything, staying late, never taking leave, and they still got that cold layoff email. No warning, no thank you, just your role has been made redundant. And it's happening everywhere. Tech, retail, healthcare, even schools. No industry is safe anymore. And the sad part, most people have no backup plan, no savings. We live in a world where everything is expensive. Rent, food, transport, and losing that one source of income feels like losing oxygen. People are selling their stuff online just to survive, moving back in with family, skipping meals to make sure their kids eat. It's real, and it's happening quietly, while the world scrolls past. But let's also talk about the truth behind these layoffs. Many of them aren't even about financial problems. Companies are posting profits while cutting staff. Why? Because it looks good to investors. Fewer employees mean lower costs and bigger bonuses for executives. It's greed, pure and simple. We live in a time where a CEO can make millions while hundreds of workers lose their job, and no one is held accountable. They call it strategic realignment, but what it really means is destroying lives for numbers on a spreadsheet. Some people will never recover from it. The stress, the shame, the emotional trauma, all of that. Some even fall into depression or worse because they don't see a way out. That's the reality that no one posts about online. But here's something powerful. Losing everything can also open a new door. It's not easy, but sometimes losing that job pushes you into something you weren't meant to do. Many people have found their purpose after being laid off. They started small businesses, created content, learned new skills, or finally chased that dream they've always had. Pain can be a teacher. It reminds us that nothing in life is permanent, but also that we are stronger than we think. If you're watching this and you've been laid off, please know you're not a failure. You're not alone. The system may not care about you, but there are people out there who understand what you're going through. Let's take a deep breath. Don't let society shame you. Don't let the shame destroy you. This is not the end. The truth about layoffs is harsh, but it exposes how fragile modern life really is. It also shows how strong people can be when they have no choice but to fight back. So yes, they lost everything overnight, but they haven't lost themselves, and that's what really matters. Because no company, no layoff, no email can take away your worth. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section.